for anyone who doesn't know, is basically a simple pattern that simple probably isn't the word, that combines the strategy and observer patterns and stuff to create a program. So. Oh god, this came out a lot blurrier than I thought it would be. But this is a UML diagram I drew because Argo UML was not working. But basically what it does is it shows the relationship between my model, view, and controller classes. As you can see, the model is basically taken from view and controller, but it isn't really aware of them. The model sort of exists on its own, holding the main parts of the program, like what the number is that's being calculated and stuff. And then calc drive up in the corner just has the main method that runs the whole thing. Well, view displays stuff to the user, and controller is the one that takes care of inputs and operations and things like that. And sorry it's so blurry. I used a potato. So the view class. The view class is the class that basically creates the GUI and shows what's going on to the user. So you can see I've got all my buttons. I have action listeners to tell when the buttons are hit. And those go ahead. Sorry. What those do is it informs the controller class that things are going on, and then the controller class takes care of what's happening. And that updates things in the model class, which comes back to the view and shows it in the program. The model class is what holds the main stuff for the program. Basically, it sets what the number is supposed to be, it sends it back to view, does stuff like that. Pretty simple. And then the controller is the one that when the user makes an input, the controller can tell what it is and does the correct operation for that particular input, and then sends it back to model, and then view has it from there, and the calculator works. And I have a running version of the calculator up right now. As you can see, I can put in something, whatever, or boobadoo works. Also, with this calculator, you'll notice if I try and do like another point, it won't let me, because I basically just told it, if your user tries to do 2 decimal places, don't let them do it. And then you can just keep going on from there. And that's about it for my presentation.